Hope you guys are doing well. So in this video, I'll be teaching you on how to catch spikes efficiently using a simple strategy. Okay. So before we start, if you want to join us, the link is in the description. Okay. I have a Telegram channel in which I post free setup, free analysis, and also signal. So as you can see, this is the group. So if you want to join us, the link is in the description. Okay. It's a free group, and also we have a VIP channel, okay, which we are also running. Okay, in there I give both setup, analysis, on different trade, not only on boom and crash, both synthetic and financial indices. So I hope if you have any inquiry on how to join us, link is in description. Okay, so let's head on to the video. So first of all, if you want to catch spike regarding any time frame, you have to look at the direction of the market. Okay, it's advisable, because so that you will understand what the market is saying on a bigger time frame. Okay, try analyzing on a bigger time frame. Try checking the trend, so it will be easier for you, because there will be a time on 1 minute time frame you will try to catch spike, then you'll be asking, okay, why is this strategy not working? That's the mistake people are making. You'll be asking why strategy not working. You want to catch spike and it's keep is the market is going against spike. It's keep, if you want to buy bull 1000 and is going down, you're asking why is happening. Then if you switch to 1 hour time frame, you see that okay, market will sell for some time. Okay, so that's why strategy fails sometimes. Okay, you need to check what the market is saying on a bigger time frame. Okay, so before we before I teach you how to do, let's go add up some setup, our setup. Okay, and before we add it, okay, I just want to pinpoint this. Okay, regarding any strategy you use, okay, on bigger time frame, either price action, divergence, using of trend line, support and resistance, okay, candlestick formation, okay, any setup you use in identifying before entering your trade. Okay, so anything you use, it can also work, okay, in this strategy. So that's the best you can do for your trade to be 90% sure. Okay, if you just find a video on YouTube how to catch spike or any strategy using 1 minute time frame, 5 minute time frame, okay, the reason why the trade will be 60% sure is because you've not tried to analyze or check what the market is showing on a bigger picture. Okay, so try doing that, and at least to, if you can analyze, okay, at this time in period market might buy for some time, so that when you now switch to 1 minute time frame, then take the trade. Okay, so that's my only advice for you guys, to make the trade 90% accurate. Okay, so let's add our indicator. First of all, we're going to add the RSI, relative strength index. So period 7, apply to close 1 pixel. We're going to change the color to our background color. Okay, because we don't need the RSI, we actually need the level. So level 85, level 15, 2 pixel black, then you press done. Okay, so you have this in the window. We are going to add the Ichimoku. I'm going to add the Ichimoku. We're going to use 9:9:52. We fill this, then 3 pixel blue, color blue, then the rest change it to background color with 1 pixel. Okay, then click done. Then we're going to finally have the MACD. This is the MACD. So use this setting 12, 26, 9, apply to close 1 pixel. The color, I think, is color. Therefore, the signal, okay, normally it is on red. Okay, the default is on red, but change it to white. The background color, if your background is black, change it black. If your background is white, change it white. So we are going to press done. Okay, so this is our setting. Okay, so don't forget, switch to 1 minute time frame and you know your trade. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so first of all, people ask what's zoom level. Okay, I see people using this as zoom level. Don't use this. Okay, let's say this is the last zoom level. Just increase your pinch, your finger just once, increase it once, one. That's all. So this is the best zoom level for this strategy. Okay, so don't forget, try to know the trend of the market, if it's uptrend, if it's downtrend. Okay, so you can foster your trade. Okay, and try to analyze on the bigger time frame before switching to 1 minute time frame. Okay, so first of all, the strategy is very simple. When the MACD is 150, first of all, we need to consider two things. We are going to consider the MACD before the Ichimoku. Okay, when the MACD has crossed the level 15, this is 1000, so we'll be looking for a buy. When the MACD has crossed the level 15, and we await for the Ichimoku to also touch the level 15 before we can take our buy. Okay, and you can see it works here. So okay, let me give an instance. At this point in time, the MACD has already crossed the level 15. Okay, but as we are seeing it here, the Ichimoku have not crossed the 15, so we need to be patient. Okay, don't just take when the MACD has touched level 15 then not take the trade. No. Okay, we have to consider the MACD first. When you consider the MACD, when it has crossed the level 15, you can now consider checking the Ichimoku. If it has crossed level 15, then we take our sell, our buy. This is 1000. So let's check, let's follow here. You can see market is going. Now the MACD has crossed the level 15, so we await for the Ichimoku to also cross level 15. And as you can see, first of all, a spike did not cross, so we wait again. Okay, now the MACD has already touched the level 15. Now we await the Ichimoku. Okay, so we are still awaiting. You see, that's why this strategy is actually good, because most people that give strategy using moving average, by this time the moving average will have touched here by now and they will have been in a buy, and you can see it keep extending and asking why. Okay, so that's why you need to be patient. Okay, some people will have entered here with another strategy, they will have entered here, and as you can see, look at the pips, look at the drawdowns. Okay, so you have to be patient. When the Ichimoku touches level 15, then you go for a buy, and you can see it spiked. Let me look for another example. Now let's see this. You can see the MACD crossed it here, and if so MACD crossed it here, you need to be patient. Now the Ichimoku touches the level 15 at this point, so we should be looking for a buy. Okay, it spiked twice. Okay, another thing people make mistake here, people are greedy with your money. Okay, little profit, you say okay, no, I want more, then you see market will thereby retrace. Okay, don't be greedy. Any little profit can sum up to something. Okay, at least wait for one or two spikes. If it spike, it's you enter there, it spike once, you're in little profit, you can just set your stop loss, maybe just 5 candle below your entry, so that if you know it wants to retrace, that's for the first spike, you will close in very little loss. Then it spiked again, you can thereby close, or you just set stop loss 5 candles. After 5 candles, if it did not spike, you therefore close. Okay, and as you can see, if someone is greedy, you see markets actually retraced. Okay, so don't also be greedy. Okay, so MACD crossed the level 15, we wait for the Ichimoku, and as you can see, the Ichimoku touch this level 15 here, and you can see the spike. It's made 1 2. Okay, if once after one spike, if it not, you wait for 5 candles. Okay, if it not spike after, you can see it spike the second time. So you either you close at the second spike, or you wait for 5 candles, and you can see even though it's a spike, but nothing to lose. Okay, and if you lose something, it will be very very minimal, highest $1 $2. Okay, so let's check for another example. So please don't forget, check the trend of the market. Okay, if you see this long sell, this should, without even checking out time frame, this should tell you that okay, boom one, the sellers in this market is very very strong. So it should tell you that market is actually pushing. Look at the hours without spikes. Okay, people that are checking, people that are taking spikes, this is what there is. People don't try to understand. People say there is scam, all these brokers are scam. They don't try to understand market. Okay, experience also pays in forex. If you have good experience, it pays a lot. Okay, so you can see, look at this drawdown. People will be taking spike because we're going down, be saying no, market sold for 2 hours straight. Oh no, that this broker, this is a fake broker that they just want to, although sometimes there's some broker that manipulate, but sometimes try to understand, okay, what market is saying. People in 1 minute say, oh, this thing is sold for 2 hours straight. This is actually fake. That this can't be real. Okay, people that actually sold. There's some people that are sold here and for 2 hours and they close in profit. Those people, what you have to say about them? Those people too, they, you just have to analyze. If you can analyze perfectly, that's one thing. If you can analyze perfectly, then you have no fear. Okay, even if you lose, your wins in a day will be more than your losses. Okay, so you can see some strategies to now be trying to not spike. You'll be waiting, no spike. So MACD crosses it here. I'm very sure this is, without even checking out anything, I'm very sure this is a pure downtrend. So if you see this in market, just avoid it. Okay, if you see this type of long mad retracement against spike, just avoid it. If you are trading with spike, but if you are trading against spike, you can now enter here. So you can see this is void. Okay, you can't accept this because this is a perfect downtrend if you check higher time frame. Okay, so we're on to boom 500. Is still the same sense of boom 1000. You can see here MACD did not touch the level 15, but the Ichimoku touches it. So if you want to take it, you can. If you don't want to, you can be patient. But it's better if MACD touches it, because if the Ichimoku just touches, it's possible for it to go down. So although this was a win, but it's a 50-50 trade. If the MACD did not touch and the Ichimoku touch, you can just buy with a little lot size. Okay, so it is a 50-50 trade. Now in here, you can see the MACD touch, Ichimoku not touch, it skipped, it touch again here, although it spiked. So it's, although this MACD did not touch it here, the level 15, and the Ichimoku touches it, so and it's spiked. So as I told you, if the MACD did not touch and the Ichimoku touch, it's a 50-50 trade. So those type of trade, you just use very little lot size. Okay, so this is a perfect example. The MACD touches the level 15 and the Ichimoku also touches. Sometimes you need to be checking markets, because after just one touch it can spike. Okay, so sometimes you can enter like a candle or 2 candles before touching the level 15, so that even though it can spike, or at the highest just use 1 candle before touching 15. Okay, so you can see it spiked. Is some people, I like people that after one spike they just close. This, if you're using a good lot size, any profit, if you are doing this on a daily basis, I assure you your profit will be substantial. Okay, it will be very good in a day. So let's switch to crash 1000. In crash 1000 is different from boom 1000 in the sense that we are not going to use level 15, we are going to use level 85 as per my crash, and we are going for a sell. So the MACD touches level 85. We are waiting for the Ichimoku. The Ichimoku touches it, then we can take a sell, and you can see, okay, I gave this signal. No, there was a signal I gave yesterday on Crash 1000, both in the free and VIP group, and within for a spike, and within like 10 minutes we saw I made $22. I made $22 from the trade yesterday, okay, from a spike trade. Like I gave the signal, after 1 minute the thing spiked, okay. That one is for my pure analysis, okay, with higher time frame, okay. So sometimes if you see, because if it's that I was greedy after the spike, it's made like 4 spikes. After the spike, market retraced up. If it's that I was greedy, all my $22 would be in waste. But I just advise we should close in profits, because any profit, that $22 is also something, okay. So any profit is not small, okay. People want to make like $500 in a day, which is not good as a forex trader, okay. So you can see MACD touches the level 85, and Ichimoku also touches the level 85, and you can see he made one spike. Then is either you close or you wait for 5 spikes and 5 candle. If it not spike, then you close. At least you close in zero loss, zero profit, okay. So, and you can see, this is what I'm saying. Look at Crash 1002. You can see how we made this mad retracement up, buying for 1 hour. We make one spike, one small spike, then buy. So you know that if we switch to higher time frame, we know that this is a pure uptrend, okay. So things like this, we avoid it, it's things like this, market like this, people they lose in this forest. This is why people lose in spike catching, okay. They don't know the trend of the market, they just enter, and you can see it's going against them, they'll lose a lot. So you can see how markets see the mad uptrend, okay. It's like I gave this, okay, no, I don't, sorry, I did not give the signal, but you can see this mad uptrend, okay. And this is why you need to be careful, okay. In trading, you need to know the trend of the market, okay. So this is another one. The MACD touches the level 85. We are waiting for Ichimoku. Ichimoku touches level 85. Then you can see this mad sell, okay. You can see one spike, wait for 5 candles, then another spike, and just like that, it went well. Then for the final market, we go to Crash 500. MACD touches level 85. We are waiting for Ichimoku. Ichimoku also touches level 85. Then you can see the sell, okay. It's made a nice sell. This is another one. You can see MACD touch. We are waiting for the Ichimoku to touch. Immediately it touch it, you see the spike. So sometimes I told you, you can also wait, you can also enter one candle before the Ichimoku touches the level 85, because it's possible for price to just enter, go down, like it will touch it little and just spike, okay. So anything you do is okay. Now for this type of trade, the best to use, okay, or should I say market to trade for faster spikes, is Boom 500 and Crash 500, because they produce faster spike and they produce faster profit and also faster loss. So people just like quick markets, quick close your loss, quick close your profit, quick spike, scalp quickly. So those are the two markets, Boom 500 and Crash 500. Those are the two best markets, okay, for all these scalpers. You want to take small trade, they exit the market, okay. So I think that's all for the video. If you have any question, you can ask in the description box. Thank you guys for watching.